A few weeks ago, the Hilton Head Seventh-day Adventist Church entered a video for a contest by Dave Ramsey's Great Giveaway Challenge. And we submitted this video showing what our church would do if we won $5,000 of Dave's money to give to good causes and people who are in need. And so we submitted our video hoping that at the end of the contest, we'd be in the top 10 of vote-getting videos in order for our video to be judged for the prize. And so we submitted our video and people started to vote for it. We were in second place for quite a few days, and then we started to see our video kind of slip as we got closer to that deadline when voting was supposed to end. And on the very last day of the contest, we were something like in fourth or fifth place, and I just watched as the hours went by, our video start to slip and slip and slip. The contest was supposed to end at 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and at 1 p.m. we were tied with 9th and with 10th place. And I figured, okay, 1 p.m. is going to roll around. We'll still be in the top 10. Our video will still be considered for one of the prize winners. And voting just kind of continued throughout the day, and we started to see our video slide even further until it ended at 11th place. Our video was about 30 votes shy of winning. We were kind of devastated. We put a lot of work in that, recruited a lot of people to vote for us, and we thought we were winners by 1 p.m., and we wound up falling short. And so we were really discouraged that we didn't even qualify in the top 10 because we wanted to help someone whom we wouldn't even known of, Dave, if you hadn't challenged us and if we hadn't entered in this contest. A wonderful woman by the name of Miss Thelma Scott who suffers from a condition that puts her on disability.
About 5 years ago, I was diagnosed as having a rare illness, and it's called scleroderma. And one of them is a basic skin illness. You know, it's a basic skin illness. And the other form of scleroderma is called a diffuse type, where it affects your internal organs, your lungs and your heart and so forth. So the first doctor I went to gave me 5 years, and he says, that's it. And I'm going, okay. But I thank the Lord that as far as I'm concerned, my 5 years is up.
Amen.
I met my 5 years.
Amen.
Amen.
And when I first went into the doctor's office, I said, Lord, I'm not going in here on my strength. I'm going in here on your strength.
Amen.
So when I got the news, I haven't shed a tear yet. Because I said, okay, I wasn't on my strength. I was on the Lord's strength. So for 5 years, I've managed, you know, sometimes it was difficult, a lot of hospitalization, been on oxygen, and the Lord blessed me. I came off of oxygen a year ago.
Amen.
So I've been breathing the Lord's oxygen. He's provided all types of medication that I need to help the physical body along the way. And that medication, you know, before I even got any kind of disability, it was tough, you know, some of it, and to be honest with you, it cost $13,000 a month for just some medicine. But the Lord, again, He made a way. So I do a lot of trusting in the Lord. I truly have faith in God.
Amen.
I have faith in the Almighty, and I believe that if I continue to trust in Him, He has my soul. You know, I don't go around with my head hung down, looking for nothing from nobody. I just push my way through, you know. And the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want.
Amen.
And the Word tells me that, you know, He is the shepherd, and I am the sheep.
That was Miss Thelma that you just saw, and as you can see, she has a wonderful heart, a wonderful spirit, a great trust in God. And so as we met this woman, we were just really discouraged that not qualifying to be judged, we were going to be able to help her, at least with your money. But then we got to thinking, just because we're not going to win this contest doesn't mean that she has to be a loser. And so we got to thinking, what can we do to help her? And so we said, well, why don't we just reach out to everyone who voted for our video? A lot of people voted, and if each one of them could just chip in $10, it would all add up quickly, and we could give Miss Thelma $1,000 as if we had won the contest. And so that's what we did. We reached out to people in our churches and friends and people on Facebook, and some people gave $10, some gave $20, a few people even gave $100. One person gave as much as $600 because God had really blessed that person this past year and they wanted to do something to pay it forward. And so all that money came together, and Dave, we weren't just going to present Miss Thelma with $1,000. We actually gave her more than enough, $1,165, which we paid 2 of her mortgage payments on her mobile home and insurance for 1 month. And so we just wanted to report to you how God blessed and to thank all those who chipped in and gave to help Miss Thelma. She greatly appreciated it. But the story doesn't end there, Dave. And we had 2 more big blessings that came as a result of participating in this contest. One was in trying to recruit people to vote for our video. I got to talking to my friend Gabrielle, and she was basically like, who is Dave Ramsey? And so we told her a little bit about what you're about, and here's her testimony. You're going to enjoy it.
I learned about Dave through our resident, Jason Bellew. Was talking about raising some money and going online and voting for a contest that they were having for charity. And I asked who Dave Ramsey was, and that's how I found out about him. And a couple days after that, went out and bought the book, Total Money Makeover. Finished reading it in about 48 hours, and the next day I had our first budget done and was talking to my husband about it, who's now reading the book. And we are gazelle intense and working on our debt snowball currently. We are putting our boat up for sale and putting that toward the snowball once we get that sold. So we are working on becoming debt free. 3. That also happened the same night that the budget was produced for this month. And he was worried about starting a budget in December, wanted to wait until January after the holidays. I said if we can do it this month, then we can do it any other month of the year. So we decided to go ahead and start it in December. And that night we cut up our MasterCard credit card, our Lowe's, and there was one other one that we had, Best Buy. So all of those got cut up. We had our plastectomy and have all the credit cards paid off now. It was very stressful. I am definitely the nerd of the group and he's the free spirit. So watching the paychecks going out before they actually hit the bank was scary and very stressful every month. And we would pay down the credit card and say we were going to put it away for emergencies only, and the next thing you knew there would be another $5,000 on there. So not having that stress of knowing that could happen is much easier to deal with now. And having him, I think it's very important when you're doing this to do it as a family and to do it together and have a total buy-in from everybody, because it makes it a lot easier. And to be able to share that, not the stress with him, but to share the worry and let him know how I was feeling has been very helpful as well. So we are looking forward to being debt-free. We've got just a couple of debts that we still have to pay off, but within probably the next 18 to 24 months, other than the house, we should be completely debt-free, and we're really looking forward to that. Love the book. I've watched a couple of the videos, and he makes this fun. Like he says in the videos, this isn't some outlandish plan. It's really common sense things that you just don't really think about. So him bringing them to light and giving you an actual plan to be able to follow has really been helpful. And without Dave and without Jason telling me, I would have never known about Dave. We are on our way to living debt-free, and it feels great.
If we had won the contest, one of the 5 things that we were going to do with Dave Ramsey's $5,000 was not just help Miss Thelma Scott, but we were also wanting to put Dave Ramsey's Foundations of Personal Finance high school curriculum in a school that we had fond affection for. And we didn't win the contest, didn't even qualify, so we couldn't do that. But then later on in this month of December, Dave Ramsey actually gave away the Foundations for Personal Finance high school curriculum to 10 people if they just went on his website and logged in. And when I found out that that was available, I logged in and I logged in and logged in some more. And God blessed, we won that high school curriculum. We're giving it now to, or donating it to Mount Pisgah Academy, a wonderful Seventh-day Adventist Christian high school in North Carolina. We feel strongly about their program and know that this is going to bless their students and create a new generation of young people who are going to be debt-free and generous stewards of God's resources. And so, Dave, we just want to give you a report about what we did. You made us a winner by just giving us this challenge to be generous for the holidays. We also want to thank Popcorn Octane Productions for all their help on these videos. And if anyone still wants to help Miss Thelma, it's not too late. You can send a check to the Hilton Head Seventh-day Adventist Church and put on the memo, Community Services Thelma, and we'll continue to help her.